everyone, and good afternoon. We're live once again, and we're coming to you live from San Francisco. My name is Luisa. I'm a mom of two, a full time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Hi guys, my name is Candy. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Hi everyone, I'm Carla. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Okay, so welcome. Happy Wednesday, guys, and we hope you're all having a great week so far. So, our topic today is breaking out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. So most of us know that living paycheck to paycheck can be really tiring, not just for our body, but also for our mind and our emotions. And I used to think that struggling to make ends meet was just a normal part of our life until we found another way. We discovered something that made a difference in our lives. So I started a digital business that made a difference. I'm doing this on the side while still working at my regular full time job. And that decision is slowly breaking the cycle. Little by little, it started to help. So now we want to share with you six simple and real reasons why building an extra income stream might make a big difference in your life too. The first one is living paycheck to paycheck feels like a loop that never ends. So a lot of people can relate to this. You work so hard for your to earn, to get your paycheck, and then you realize it's gone within a few days of receiving it, diba? Parang dumaan lang siya, nagpakita lang sa'yo, and it went their separate ways. For mortgage payments or rent, groceries, gas, and also kids stuff, activities. Also, yung mga unexpected expenses. And then here you are counting down again the days for your next payday, hoping that it'll come faster, right? So I've been there. I know how it feels. And then we found this digital business. I didn't quit my full-time job. I added it as my extra income. So that extra income gave me a breathing room. It started to feel like I had no other choice. I mean, I have other choice, and to enjoy a little of that extra for me and my family.
Yes, I can totally relate. Sometimes you don't even have the paycheck yet and it's already planned how we're gonna spend.
Yes.
So the second one is the real problem isn't just income, it's lack of backup. So imagine your phone dying and you don't have a charger. That's what it feels like when you only have one source of income. When it stopped or it isn't enough, you're stuck. So I learned that even if you're working full time, if you only have one income stream, it can still feel like you're one emergency away from panic. So many of us were taught to just find a stable job and everything will be okay. But life happens. Hours get cut, bills pile up, and if you only have one source of income, even the smallest surprise expense can throw everything off. That's when I realized it's not just about how much you earn, it's about having something to fall back on. And this happened to me and my husband. He got laid off when the pandemic happens, and that's like, and we were comfortable, we were okay, we were able to pay bills. But then when he got laid off, we were in panic mode. And that's when, we started this digital business, and in this business, we discovered that, you can have five streams of income. So that means if one slows down, you still have others flowing, even if it's just an extra $200 at first. That money can help with groceries, savings, or a surprise expense. So it's like having backup chargers so you're never completely drained. You don't have to panic when something unexpected comes up because you have a little extra support. That's the first step to breaking free from living paycheck to paycheck. Having options, having backup, and not feeling like everything depends on one paycheck.
Yes, it's always good to have a backup plan. So the third is you don't have to work more hours to earn more money. A lot of people think the only way to get ahead is to work overtime or pick up a second job or hustle harder. But the truth is, working harder doesn't always mean getting further. So I used to say, yes, I'll work overtime here, but again, I'm not a salary employee. I mean, I am a salary employee. I'm not hourly. So even if I work long hours at my corporate job, I still earn the same thing. And a lot of people who work as an hourly employee, then they're trading time for money. So that will just leave people burnt out and missing family time and still barely getting by. So, with our digital business, you learn how to work smarter, not just harder. So, we use social media, which we all have anyway, and that we can use that to build something online that can earn income, even when you're spending time with your family or even if you're sleeping. So, it's not just about clocking in, it's about building something that works for you and your family.
Yes. And then the fourth one is you're trading time for money. But what if you could change that? Some jobs they only pay when you're working. So no work, no pay, di ba? And even when you're sick, you can't come to work and they won't pay you. And also when you're on vacation, you're still thinking about money. You basically trade your time for paycheck. But this business changed that for me. And I started earning through a system that runs 24/7 even when I'm not online. So even when I'm sick or away for a vacation, we can still earn. And over time, I realized I was building something that could keep earning in the background. Even small steps added up, and it was a huge mindset shift from working just to get by into building something that could grow.
Yes. And then the next one is you can start small and still make a big impact. So people think starting a business is scary or expensive. I did too, and it can be scary too. But this one, our digital business, I didn't need inventory. I didn't need experience and I didn't need to be tech savvy. So everything was set up for me. I just need to plug in and be willing to learn. And the best part, I didn't have to turn my whole life upside down. I didn't have to quit my job or spend all day online. So I just used what I already had, a little time each day, my phone, and my story. And I started, by sharing my journey, my goals, and why I wanted something more. I showed people that was possible, and guess what? People related. They were tired too. They were looking for hope too. So most of the time, we don't even try to start something new because we think it needs to be big, perfect, or expensive. But you can really start small, even just an hour a day, and still make a big difference over time. So those small efforts, they add up. Bit by bit, I started earning, I started building, and I started believing. That's how change begins, not from doing everything at once, but from being brave enough to start even in a small way. So if you've ever felt stuck in the paycheck to paycheck cycle, just know you don't have to make a huge move to break out. Sometimes the first step is simply saying yes to something new and showing up for yourself, even if it's just for an hour a day. That's where change begins.
Yes, and then the last is you deserve to build a life you're excited to wake up to. So breaking the paycheck cycle isn't just about money, it's about freedom. So freedom to breathe, freedom to say yes to your kids without checking your bank account first, freedom to plan a vacation, help your parents, or rest when your body needs it. So how many of us have actually, woken up on a Monday morning dreading to go to work, right? Like that's every employee's nightmare, right? Monday morning. It's so hard to wake up on a Monday morning. But with this digital business, it gives us a vision beyond the next bill. It gave me a way to take control of my time, my future, and my peace of mind. I'm still growing. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm no longer stuck, and that feeling is everything. It's super freeing.
Right. So you don't need to be perfect and confident. You just need to be willing to learn, willing to try, willing to dream a little bigger for yourself and your family. So if you're tired of feeling stuck and ready to create a life you're actually excited about, send any of us a message and we'll walk you through exactly how this business works and how you can get started.
Yes, so the first step is going to any of our website. My website it's theinglegacy.com. Carla's is at carlaperganan.com and Luisa's at luisaenriquez.com. So go to any of our website, register with your name and email address, and you'll get the link to our free 90-minute webinar, which gives you an overview of what a digital business is.
Yeah, so again, if you any of this resonated with you, if you're also tired of your 9 to 5 job, if you just want to build a future for your family and you don't want to wait until an emergency happens, you lose your job or extra expenses come up, then it's the best to start now and start planning for your future. That way you have a backup plan. You're not living paycheck to paycheck now and in the future. So if you're willing to learn, like what Louisa said, if you're willing to try and you're willing to, invest in yourself and your family, then please reach out to any one of us and we'll help you get started.
So yes, thank you guys for watching. That's it for us today. We will see you again tomorrow for another topic. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.